Hello there and welcome to week 8. Today I'm going to be going through one of the programming exercises at the end of the chapter. I thought that it might be helpful to um, show you one of these exercises being done from start to finish. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We're just going to take this first one, write a defining table and program that reads an integer n from the keyboard and then displays the word sunshine n times in a div. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, so I have my text editor right here. I'm just going to open up my template and paste it in here. Okay, so our assignment right here is this, and I grab it. All right, so for our defining table, write a defining table in a program that reads an integer n. Okay, so we're gonna look for integer n, processing, um, loop n times to display sunshine n times, and then output, let's say sunshine n times. Okay, so there's our defining table. And then this template function, I'm going to go ahead and call this just give me sunshine. And then let me just change this. So this is just my template file that I'm going off of. I'll just say repeat sunshine. Okay, I don't need this or this, but I do need my output div. And so this temp will just be user integer that the user will input. And I will need to parse this to ensure that they're giving us a valid value and that we're turning it into a number. All right, and then we have give me sunshine. Okay, so I have this input right here, and then I can make a processing section, and then I'll also make an output section. Okay, so for processing, for this, I'm just gonna declare it as an empty string for now. And what I need to do is be able to loop, is to make a loop um, that will execute a certain chunk of code n times. So regardless of what number they'll put here, I need to be able to say, okay, I'm going to write out the word sunshine that many times. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to say for I equals 0, I is less than user input. And we can actually do a better name than that. I could say like user number. Okay, so while I is less than user number, I plus plus. Okay, so starting it off at 0, and doing I until it's less than will give me basically this number, okay? And so in here, I can say um, message plus equals I plus 1 plus sunshine. And then I'll add a break. Whoops. Okay, so what this will do, I decided that instead of just printing out sunshine, I thought it'd be nice to kind of like count it as well. So if I take this out for now, I just add that. What I'm going to be doing, let me just say 8.1 right there. So what this is going to do is every time it comes across this, it'll add sunshine to my message and then add a break. Okay, so if I run this, I'll copy the file path, stick it in my browser, and I'll say like 15 and run it. You can see it'll repeat it 15 times. Okay, and then if I wanted to go back and like add my little counter right here, and I refreshed it, you can see it counted them each time. So notice that in order to have it count like that, I had to say I plus 1, and it's because I is currently 0 based, okay? And so the greatest value of I will be 14, and so that's why I had I plus 1. But yeah, so this is how I could use a for loop to print out a specific message a bunch of times, okay? And notice I could have generated this in a different way, but I thought that it would make sense to have just a single variable that I just add to every time we go through this loop. And so if I open up these developer tools and look at this, if I put a breakpoint right here, and say like 3, and I hit run function, you can see message currently is just an empty string like we declared. But then in here, it's still an empty string, but it is going to add this whole thing. Okay, so I'll hit F10, and you can see that's message right now. And the next time it goes through, now it has that. Okay, now this doesn't look very pretty, but if we think about what the break does in HTML, it will just make this second chunk be on the next line. Okay, and so if we go again, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, and then I is now 2, user number's 3, and then it just got incremented one more, and so it's done. And if I let it go, you'll see it just came out 3 times in one single message, which was a string, but we added some breaks in it. So yeah, that is how I did this assignment. Looking at my code one more time. There it is. Okay. So I hope that that was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions about how to do this assignment or anything that you may not understand here with our repetition stuff. Okay, but thanks for watching.